We have arrived at Knoebels. We have parked in the grass parking lot. This is certainly looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. When we were driving in, got some first sights of Impulse and some of the other rides. I think this is going to be a great one. I really wanted to do this one for the younger kids in the family because the highest height limit here is 48. So that means everybody but Colin's going to get to ride everything. But even Colin will be able to ride Phoenix. Blake, can you tell us a little bit about what you're expecting here, what you've heard about the park?
I'm expecting their flyers to be really good and Phoenix to be like one of the best wooden coasters I've ever ridden.
Looking like some great flat rides over here. And we got potato cakes and the loaf up here. So we finally found what we've been missing out. We had to go to this booth, even though we paid online. We had to go through and get our hands stamped and our wristbands, so like that. So I'm above 48 inches, guys, in case you were wondering. I think Blake has decided that he wants flying turns to be his first ride at Knoebels. So this one I'm really looking forward to. It's only wooden bobsled coaster in existence. Super exciting. I really enjoyed flying turns. It needs a little bit more length, but it's so unique that even with being so short, it was still really enjoyable. Mia and Lucy are the Larson loopers on Looper. This thing looks just awful, but we'll see. Oh. All right, we are at the Flyers here at Knoebels. Man, these are some of the best looking flyers I've ever seen. Look how high these things are getting. That's awesome. The flyers at Knoebels are as good as everyone says they are. Holy cow. That was one of the most fun I've had at an amusement park in a long time. Blake had his flying. I don't know if we got footage of it, but Blake, how'd you feel about those?
It was insane. Yeah, definitely the best flyers I've ridden.
Next up is the Twister, whatever it's actually called. Another wooden roller coaster here at Knoebels. Hopefully this is as much fun as we've had on the Flyers and flying turns. So far, really loving this park. This place is really cool. All right, we just got off of Twister. That is fantastic. That's a great ride right there. Man, this trip there have been some really low coasters for me, but man, between this one and the ones at Kennywood, I remembered why I used to love wooden coasters so much. This thing was awesome. Cannot wait to get on the Phoenix next. Blake, what are your thoughts?
I really liked it. It was really smooth and they keep this coaster really well maintained. It didn't have very good air time, but it was still an amazing ride with all the bank turns and stuff.
You go in the tunnel, that was fun, and everything else was fun. It was really fun and fast, and it had 2 chain locks.
Here we've got the Stratosphere drop tower. Not incredibly tall, but it looks like it's a lot of fun from what I've seen of it. All right, I'm letting the kids go on their own. This is a great little drop tower. I was not expecting much from it, but man, it was fun. What's funny is it just goes up, and then when it gets to the top, there's no delay at all. It just immediately drops down. All right, getting our first real look at the Phoenix over there. I've heard so many good things about this. It's won so many awards. Can't wait to try it out. Lucy's already asking to drive these taxis. I'm sure I'm not going to get out of that. But next up for us is, of course, the Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix was awesome. I've never had that kind of airtime in a older wooden coaster, and especially to be sitting there with 6-year-old Colin next to me. I kept thinking, is he gonna fly out? But he was just having the time of his life. This is a great coaster. I'm not sure it's my #1 wooden coaster. I still think I might prefer a couple others to it, but this is a really, really great wooden coaster. Blake, what do you think?
I think it's my second favorite wooden coaster, only behind Outlaw Run. But Outlaw Run is only because it's special to me and stuff. But the airtime was incredible on this. It was just a great ride.
So this is one of the better log flume rides I've been on. We had a blast on this one. All right, something else really cool here at Knoebels is you can bring your dog. If we had our dogs, they would love it. They wouldn't be able to ride rides, so maybe they wouldn't. That is a great drop on that flume. Here's Black Diamond Mining Company. I don't know anything about this going in. I know that it's counted as a credit, so maybe it's a roller coaster. I don't know. Maybe I'll have more information afterwards.
There's a skeleton at the beginning, and there's a chain lift, a small chain lift, and there is skeletons, and there is people.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it was really slow.
Here's another one of the unique rides I've never seen anywhere else. This thing, you will not catch me dead in it, but the girls did it earlier and they seemed to have a good time. I couldn't go and not do the flyers again. I put on Twitter, but I think this might be the most fun I've ever had in a flat ride at an amusement park. These things are awesome. I have yet to meet a Gerstlauer coaster I haven't enjoyed. So I'm expecting to enjoy this one. All right, so earlier I said this is a Gerstlauer. Blake has corrected me. It is a manufacturer I hadn't heard of, but it looks exactly like a Gerstlauer. So I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments can tell me exactly what's the difference between this and the Gerstlauers. Right, so we just did Impulse. It was fun. Definitely not as good as Monster. I think Monster has set this style of ride, set the standard for that for me. So we'll ride it again probably, but one weird thing is that Lucy was under 52 inches, so she could still ride it, but they had to put her on a booster seat, which meant that all of us had to ride in the back. They're only running one train on it, so on a ride that only seats 8 people, the throughput's really, really bad today. We're heading over to Cosmo's Curves. Look at that intense kiddie coaster right there. I just rode this thing. That is one of the weirdest rides I've ever been on. I will say it was really fun, but it was really uncomfortable at times. Blake and Mia and Lucy are in there right now. Yeah, this is one of the weird parts right here when it's doing these. Whoa! Alright, it looks like there is a storm getting ready to come in here, but so we're gonna still try and get a few more rides in, and maybe do something that's inside, or take a little bit of a break. I want to ride this thing. This thing looks insane. So I think this might be the next ride up for us. It has started absolutely pouring here, but Colin's up there in those little balloon ride thing. Hopefully it's not so slick that he falls out. And then we're awesome parents because we let the other kids go over to the shoot the chutes or whatever the heck it's called over here. You know, while it's raining, might as well take advantage of it. We are bunkered down under a tree and kind of getting wet, but not too bad. Not like the kids that are hanging out at the roof over here that doesn't have an awning. Wow, that thing goes up quite a bit. That's pretty impressive. All right, I think we got Blake here to report on this one. Blake, tell us all about it.
Very wet, as you can see.
Yeah. How wet was it?
Very wet.
It was really fun and it got super wet.
Wow, that is a big splash from that thing.
And
That was an empty boat.
There.
Look at those people. Look at how wet Lucy is.
I am going again. Wait. I rode in the bed. I'm stuck. Bring it on! Oh, it's not enough! Bring it on!
You're gonna get dragged.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
We got Lucy riding the Scrambler here. Maybe that'll help her dry off.
Okay, so me and Dad just got off downdraft. I personally got really dizzy from it. Dad liked it, so he's riding again with Lucy and Mia, so they'll have some fun, but you can see them right there. They are just spinning around. Pretty soon they'll just get tossed up and down and all around.
Wait!
It's snapping cords, I guess. That's what I think it is. It's pretty fast. It doesn't look incredibly fast, but it's pretty fast.
Alright, we got real country over here going to Miley Cyrus. Alright, over here we've got the pool that's associated with Knoebels. We got some water slides back there. Looks like a really solid, just single, like standalone pool. We didn't pay to go in that today. We just wanted to do the other rides. But if you're here for multiple days, I bet you could probably spend a day just hanging out at the pool. I appreciate this sign for Flying Turns. They told us we couldn't build it, but we did anyway. Tell us all about this, Lucy. Well, Blake and I are collecting coaster credits here. Mia is collecting a different kind of credit. Mia, can you tell us a little bit about the credits you're collecting?
I'm collecting puppy credits.
What is a puppy credit?
You just count how much puppies you see.
Mia, how many of these puppy credits do you have so far?
61.
So we've been here for like 8 or 9 hours and we hadn't even been over in this spot yet. This place, it's not, wouldn't say it's huge, but it definitely, it winds around and you can miss parts of it if you don't really look at the map and try and hit everything. So a little bit of disappointment here. One of the things I was really looking forward to was the sky slide. I've heard that it's fun and that the kids would enjoy it, but unfortunately it is closed today. So we won't get to get on there. Just all the more reason to come back. The other one that didn't work was their little ski lift thing. That was down. They had a list of like 7 rides that were down today. So unfortunately we won't get those in.